Hey guys, it's Poochie. Today we're going to talk about why hustle culture is killing small resellers. In the last decade, a seismic shift transformed what once was a low-key way of earning extra cash or full-time income into a lifestyle mantra, the hustle. Overnight, everyday people began reimagining clutter, garage sales, thrift shops, and estate sales as profit opportunities. Social media amplified the message, find the deal, flip it fast, rinse and repeat, and never stop. The promise was enchanting, right? Freedom, flexibility, and financial independence. But beneath the flashy videos and dollar signs lurks harsh reality. Hustle culture is systematically undermining the long-term viability of small reselling businesses or side hustles. In many cases, it's not just exhausting entrepreneurs, it's destroying them. This article explores why that's happening, what's driving it, and what small sellers can do instead. Number 1, the hustle myth. Work more equals earn more. At its core, hustle culture sells a simple equation. Work harder plus longer hours equals success. Applied to reselling, this looks like sourcing inventory daily, posting endless listings, optimizing SEO and titles overnight, shipping 365 days a year, and documenting every step on social media. The myth assumes that more activity always means more profit. In reality, small margins mean more work doesn't scale profitability. Cost of goods often rises faster than sell-through rates. Time invested rarely matches time returned. And the result is sellers exhaust themselves chasing a pie that just keeps shrinking. Number 2, the illusion of passive income. Instagram and TikTok bills reselling as a freedom business. Spend a few hours a week, earn thousands. The truth is far uglier than that. Inventory must be sourced, listed, photographed, priced, and shipped. Platforms, eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, whatnot, constantly change fees. eBay just did a big one where they're charging a lot more if you're using promoted listings because you're paying them on every single item, even if the sale doesn't come from a promoted listing. Returns, disputes, and customer service eat time. The higher volume you aim for, the less time you have per item, hurting accuracy and pricing. Now, most small sellers don't experience true passive income. They experience burned out owners juggling tasks without help and without rest. Number 3, social media encourage quantity over quality, big time. Platforms like YouTube and TikTok reward frequent posting, high engagement, fast pacing, dramatic content. That incentivizes sellers to amplify their wins, hide their slow weeks, or chase viral moments, and constantly produce up-level content. This turns business into show business. And here's the problem. Profit stops being the business model and audience engagement becomes the business model. When likes and views matter more than real profits, reselling becomes an endurance sport, not a sustainable business. Number 4, inventory, scarcity, and mass competition. Yeah, let's get into this, guys. In the early 2000s and 2010s, many small sellers thrived because thrift stores were underpriced. Liquidation sources were rich, online resale was much less crowded, and now everyone is sourcing the same low-hanging fruit. Prices on eBay and Mercari are compressed. Local sources are tapped early by others doing the same thing as you, and algorithmic visibility favors big sellers. Hustle culture accelerated competition, eroding the very arbitrage it glorified. As more sellers chase the same deals, profits shrink and burnout accelerates. Number 5, the valuation trap. Hustle isn't capital. Being busy isn't the same as being profitable. Small sellers often tie their self-worth to activity. I deserve sleep when I hit $10,000 in sales. But sales don't equal profit, my friend. After expenses, fees, shipping, sourcing costs, time, many sellers net little to nothing, even at high volumes. Metrics that matter. Okay, sell-through rate. But I'm going to tell you, like I always tell you, sell-through rate is important. But if you have items that you're going to make more net profit from, so if you have an item that you paid $3 for and you're going to sell it for $70, it's okay if it has a slower sell-through rate. Don't forget that. Average profit per item also matters. Time investment per sale, and true net profit. That's what you get after you've paid for the item, you've paid for your fees, your shipping, everything. Okay? But hustle culture encourages counting bragging metrics, not business metrics. Number 6, psychological impact, burnout, anxiety, and even loss of purpose. Reselling under hustle pressure creates chronic stress, fear of missing out, FOMO, Betsy has that all the time, anxiety over algorithms and cash flow, social comparison to others, and shame. Yes, shame in slow periods. What started as a side hustle becomes an identity trap. You are a reseller. That's it. Hustle harder, hustle harder. A mental health burden. Not everybody can do the hustle harder thing, guys. A job with no clear end or reward. Small sellers begin to feel guilty for resting, equating rest with failure. Now, that's not entrepreneurship. That's exploitation of the self. Number 7, the creator economy paradox. So, ironically, many resellers make more money teaching others how to resell than they do reselling. Okay, Harry Tornado, nothing against him. He would be a really good example of this. And this creates a cycle. Hustle is monetized, hustle becomes the product, actual reselling becomes the content supporting the hustle teaching. I don't really know that Harry Tornado is one of those hustle daily guys. He seems to have a good life, behind the scenes with Haley, his wife, and his dogs. So I'm going to say this is more of a tech and sports thing. The end result, so reselling becomes an accessory to social influence, hard work becomes content, content becomes revenue, and the actual business becomes secondary. This distorts priorities and undermines real, sustainable entrepreneurship. Number 8, the gigification of entrepreneurship. The hustle mentality normalizes irregular earnings, overwork, dependency on external platforms, and lack of benefits or stability. This mirrors gig economy jobs more than small business ownership. So instead of scaling to hire or innovate, sellers remain solo, overworked, invisible behind the algorithms. Hustle culture disguises this with motivational language about grind, grit, and winning. Be great. But the structural reality is still gig labor. Number 9, a false narrative. Hustling equals passion. Yeah, here's another problem. Hustle culture confuses passion with perseverance. Real passion can be joyful, sustainable, paced, balanced, strategic. Hustle demands nonstop output, performative activity, constant availability, and fear of rest. These aren't passion, guys. They're pressure. It's possible to love reselling without harming your health, even your mental health, maybe especially your mental health. But hustle culture makes that difficult. Number 10, what healthy reselling looks like instead. To escape the hustle trap, sellers should look at adopting business-centric principles. So, track your profitability, not your sales volume. Measure your time versus your financial return. Diversify product sources and income streams. That's a big one. I like to do that in everything. Don't just be a reseller. You can do other things as well. Automate and delegate when possible. Establish boundaries, offline time, and rest days. We actually used to ship every single day. Every single day. We don't do that anymore because it was too hard. We just couldn't do it. So now we ship every 3 days, every 2 to 3 days. And we never have anything that's late, barely, and it's just much easier on us. We sell less, of course, because we don't have that same or next day shipping, but it just makes it easier on our health and our mental health and what we have to do and how many times we have to go out and drive because our inventory is at our store. So we have to drive to the store, get it, and we have to go to the post office every day. So healthy reselling also, okay, you focus on the customer experience over content farming. Healthy reselling is sustainable reselling, and sustainability requires strategy and not exhaustion. If you're exhausted, if you're burned out, it's hard to come back. So let's not go there in the first place, okay? Conclusion: hustle culture isn't helping, it's hurting. Hustle culture promised empowerment but delivered exhaustion. It blurred the line between business and performance, pushing small sellers into a loop of nonstop work, public performance, shrinking profits, rising costs, and yes, burnout. The tragedies we see, sellers quitting, mental health decline, lost passion, they aren't accidents. They are predictable outcomes of a culture that rewards activity over profit, spectacle over strategy, and hustle over health. Reselling does not need to be a grind, guys. It needs to be a business. And that means prioritizing productivity over business strategy, over stress, and human well-being over algorithmic validation. So that's what I have to say today about this. I see so many people, and I've heard from so many people that have experienced burnout. And this is what we do to stop this, guys. We stop participating in the hustle culture that is killing resellers. I'm Poochie. I hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Comment below because that really helps the channel, guys, and gets our videos more views. So I would appreciate it if you'd comment and tell me what you think about my opinion of this. And also subscribe, because then you'll see more videos just like this. And won't that be awesome and amazing? I'm Poochie. We'll see you on the next one, guys. As always, I appreciate you being here. Thanks.